How do you imagine seeing the world like this, where some part of it is dark while the other part is clear or even completely dark, not seeing anything? Did you know that more than 30 million people worldwide are living like that just because of glaucoma? The sad part of the story is glaucoma can affect your eyes without you even knowing it. Well, I'm not threatening you, but how sure are you are safe even when watching this video? But don't worry, just make sure that you watch this video till the end because I'm going to simply explain to you the way you can understand what exactly is glaucoma, what causes it, who are most likely to become affected by glaucoma so that you can know whether you are among them, how will you know if you have glaucoma, and more importantly, what are the best ways to manage and prevent yourself from glaucoma. Hi, I'm Dr. Harun, an optometrist here to help you care for your eyes and protect your vision for life. So if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe so that you don't miss out future videos that may help protect your eyes. Let's get into the video. So what exactly is glaucoma? Glaucoma is an eye disease that affects this structure at the back of your eye that enables you to see called optic nerve. It doesn't occur all of a sudden, but it begins slowly by damaging this optic nerve starting from the side and moving on until it damages the whole optic nerve, leading to an irreversible loss of vision, particularly if care is not taken. So what causes glaucoma? Well, there are different causes of glaucoma, but it's most commonly related to increase in eye pressure. Here is how it happens. Naturally, your eye produces a fluid called aqueous humor. This fluid is supposed to leave the eye after it does its work. But when your eyes produce this fluid in excess, or that the channel through which this fluid drains out of the eye gets narrower or even completely blocked, this fluid will then accumulate in your eye, leading to increase in eye pressure, which then slowly starts damaging your optic nerve. So who are most likely to become affected by glaucoma? Generally, glaucoma can affect anyone at any given time. But the truth is, some people are more likely to develop it than others. This includes people over the age of 14 years, especially if you are in Africa, then people with a family history of glaucoma. That is to say, if your parents, a sibling, or someone closely related to you have glaucoma, you are more likely to have glaucoma. This is because when it comes to glaucoma, genetic factors play a big role. I recently came across a news report where a woman was emotionally sharing how glaucoma made her mother blind, and now she is also fighting the same disease. So if you know you have family history of glaucoma, it will be much safer for you to visit an eye doctor to check your eyes so that you can know whether or not you may have it now, because even if it's not showing now, you are more likely to develop it in the future. People with existing health conditions such as high blood pressure, that is hypertension, diabetes, or even migraine headache. People with certain eye problems such as severe nearsightedness, that is myopia, long-sightedness or hypermetropia, or previous eye injuries or eye surgeries, because if you undergone eye surgery, you are more likely to develop glaucoma than one who did it. People who use steroids too much, especially long-time use of steroid eye drops, because it was found that too much use of steroids can increase your eye pressure, leading to a type of secondary glaucoma or steroid-induced glaucoma. So how will you know that if you may have glaucoma? In case of noticing glaucoma at an early stage, if you are an African like me, let me say sorry to us. But if you are an Asian, let me say congratulations to you, but not always. Unfortunately, if you are an African, for the whole of distance that we have described happening inside your eyes, you can't feel anything is wrong with your eyes, nor will you notice any changes in your vision. This is because the type of glaucoma that mostly affect Africans, called open-angle glaucoma, has no symptoms at an early stage. That's why it's also called the silent killer or the silent thief of sight. On the other hand, Asians are most commonly affected by a type of glaucoma called closed-angle glaucoma or normal tension glaucoma. This type of glaucoma has some early symptoms such as headache, severe eye pain, redness, blurry vision, or even nausea. However, if you are an Asian experiencing all these symptoms, But to delay to visit an eye doctor, I can also say sorry to you because you are at risk of you losing your vision at any time. This is because the type of glaucoma that mostly affects Asians is much more aggressive than the type of glaucoma affecting Africans. But don't worry, regardless of where you are in this world watching this video, because I will tell you the best ways you can manage and prevent yourself from glaucoma. So how is glaucoma treated? Treatment for glaucoma is always best at an early stage. That is to say, when the glaucoma was caught early and doesn't affect your vision that much. But if it had already affected your vision, to be honest with you, currently there is no way we can reverse the vision loss. But the good news is you can stop it from getting worse through the following management options. Medications. This involves using drugs called anti-glaucoma drugs, which your doctor may prescribe for you based on the severity of your glaucoma to help lower your eye pressure and thus protecting your optic nerve from further damage. These drugs lower the eye pressure by either reducing the amount of that fluid your eyes produce or help it drain out better. For some people, these drugs are not sufficient for them. They therefore have to consider other management options, such as laser surgery, which is a quick and painless procedure where your eye doctor will use a type of light called laser to open up the drainage channel so that that fluid will flow out more easily, thus lowering the eye pressure and protecting your eyes from optic nerve damage. But what if all these management options fail? Then the best option to consider is trabeculectomy. This is also a surgical technique, but unlike the previous one, this one involves making a new pathway for that fluid to leave your eye, thus helping to lower your eye pressure significantly. Finally, how can you actually prevent yourself from glaucoma? Now, here is the part that everyone needs to pay attention to, whether you have glaucoma or not. Because you can have glaucoma without knowing you have it, the best prevention is to go for regular comprehensive eye exam at least once in every 1 to 2 years, especially if you are over the age of 40 years or you already have the history of increasing eye pressure, so that your eye doctor will check your eye and look for early signs of glaucoma that you may not know, so they confirm for you whether or not you may have glaucoma. But if you already have a family history, don't do it. I can even tell you skip this video and go and see an eye doctor now, because your chances of having glaucoma, as I told you, is 4 to 9 times than that of someone else. Proper management of your existing health conditions. If you have high blood pressure, that is hypertension or diabetes, just make sure that you are keeping them under control. That is by making sure that you are taking your medications regularly as prescribed by your doctor or by other means, because if not, you are increasing your chances of having glaucoma. Eat eye-healthy foods. Several studies, including one conducted at Harvard Medical School, show that people who eat vegetables such as spinach, salad, or kale on a daily basis are up to 20 to 30 times less likely to develop glaucoma. This is because these vegetables contain nitrates, which our body converts to nitric oxide, which help improve your blood flow and lower eye pressure naturally. Also, fruits containing vitamin C, such as orange, can help protect your eyes from damage because they contain antioxidants, thus giving additional support to your eyes. However, eating these fruits on a daily basis doesn't mean they will totally prevent you from having glaucoma while you have other ones. They are just serving as a support to your eyes because they improve your eye health. Avoid unnecessary use of steroids. As I told you, steroids can increase your eye pressure, leading to a secondary glaucoma or steroid-induced glaucoma. So it will be much better for you to avoid self-administration of steroids and follow your doctor's guideline on how to use and when to stop using steroids. Protect your eyes from trauma. Whether you are at work, playing sports, or handling chemicals, make sure you protect your eyes from eye injuries, even if there's some minor, as that can also lead to a type of secondary glaucoma called traumatic glaucoma. If you have any questions about what we have just discussed, feel free to write it in the comment section and I will reply to you as soon as possible. If you got value in this video, Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out future videos that may help protect your eyes. See you next.